Hello and welcome to the Last Caretaker, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have not made a new episode, but one of the reasons is I'm exploring the game myself, and well, I stumbled upon something that everybody should actually have in this game, because the main reason everybody suffers usually in this game is this little thing. Yes, the Mr. Diesel. Vin Diesel, may I say. Mr. Diesel is one of the things that is very hard to come by whenever you're around the ship, whenever you want to go, explore and so on. But at some point in the game, you unlock the second beacon. So first you start the game from here, you unlock this beacon, then you go to Lazarus Station, Lazarus Complex here. And on the second mission that you have, you will be coming to the Seed, yeah, this one, the Seed Vault Prometheus. After you go to Seed Vault Prometheus, you open up another quest which sends you here. But before that, you can actually find this little station here up, like where I am right now. It is called the... what? Why are you even inside each other? The Black Burner Station. I don't know, that's a visual glitch, I guess. Yeah, when you go to the this refinery in general, let me show it on the map, so if you want, like, you can pause and maybe take a screenshot or something. Like, this is where you go for picking up the first seed. Or this is where the Lazarus Station is, so it's like bap and bap. You can just find it where it is. And in this station, there's a chance, not a chance, let me put it like this. You can make a build to get infinite amount of diesel and petrol out of this station. And what do you do with diesel? You run the ship. What do you do with the petrol? You need it for making oxygen and methane, which is needed for your, let's say, journeys across the land. So far, and as you can see, like, I am already at full diesel, like, on my ship. I have filled all of these. It didn't take that much time, and I have a little bit of petrol signed here too. I'm gonna fill all of these just in case I wanna send children to space again. But anyways, let's go up there. And okay, when you get to the station, by the way, I would suggest take one line, like, you guys, if you have watched my series, I always take one line of power into any station. I always find a way. And the way I found for this station is you take it from your ship, you can put it here, and then you need to put one, like, right next to around here. And then you can send it to that corner, and from there you have a very, let's say, way up. Let me show you actually where that goes. Yeah, you can put these on the walls too, so you can just take it up the wall. And after taking it out on the wall, I see that I have neighbors. Hello, neighbors. Neighbors, do not bother me, please. I don't like being bothered. I am recording a video. I have very angry neighbors. 1 second. Are you still following me? Because if you are, you're gonna pop. Okay, they're not. Anyways, you take the ley line here, and after you enter here, well, there it is. That's the first thing you will need. So this thing is actually an oil pump that belongs to this refinery. You cannot make this machine, okay? This machine is not available for the making if you are playing the normal game. When you come here, it is broken. What you need to do is repairing it. It will need... it needs very low materials too. Like, you need only one of the purple one. I don't remember the name. I'll show you soon. But after you come here, you have to basically clear this place too. It has all the pumps and all the electricity that you need, and you can take them both up. And after you take them up, there will be 2 oil tanks here. And you can use the oil tanks to just, let's say, store the oil that you're getting from that. Then these oil tanks... you will have to clear that building and that building, and then you're done. Alright, we're running out of electricity on this, so I'm gonna turn these off for now. Yeah, when you get this much diesel and petrol out of it, yeah, you run out of, let's say, energy no matter what you do. Like, basically, you need one of these, but I made 2 just to speed up the process. Okay, so after you clean the station, the oil tank will already be there. There will also be, let's say, down there, at the end of these hallways, yeah, there there will be some materials that you can actually use for making these, let's say, diesel cans as well. The diesel canisters can be made here, and I carried almost zero material from my ship for making everything that exists right here. I basically looted that building. That building, there's a lot of computers in there. There's like a lot of high-tech enemies, so you can just grab them. And if you kill and loot everything here, this is all the loot that you will get. Like all of this, and plus this. And the only thing that you will need, which is a little bit rare for repairing that thing, is this one. Yeah, you're gonna need 1 neutronium, okay? And then you will need aluminium, you need silicone, a little bit of plastic, and probably a lot of iron and copper. But they're already, like, existing here, so you don't need to worry about them, to be honest. And for level, let me show you. Before coming here, make 100% sure that you have this thing here. Let me show you. Where did you go, sir? Good sir, may I have your attention? Yeah, the clicking bug is really annoying in this game. And anyways, that's the water purifier. I think you get it on level 18 or something, right? Oh wait, it's on level 20. Ouch. Okay, so make sure that you're level 20 before you come here, because you're gonna need this distillation tower. What are distillation towers? The distillation tower is this one. Basically, you both need it for being able to send your children with the rockets to outer space, and you need them for display, so you can grab the diesel and the petrol from here. What does it do? It grabs electricity and oil that we are already pumping there, and you connect the oil here, and it just refines it and puts out diesel, petrol, and plastic. And you can use the plastic for making more tubes and so on, but the plastic will be plenty, like you will already have enough. And let me just turn it off because it's just going down. And after you make a distillation tower, make sure you have like a lot of diesel and a couple of petrol. Petrol is a little bit harder to, let's say, produce. In general, let's say for every 1,000 diesel that this thing distills, it will only distill like 200 petrol. Yeah, it produces much more diesel than it does petrol. And when you do that, actually there's one small thing that you will have to consider. Look here, because all of my diesel tanks are like full to the brim, what's gonna happen if I turn this on? See? It doesn't work anymore. Why? Because it's not able to pump diesel in any of these, so it completely stops working. But one trick that you can do, if you take out the diesel pump, it will then start pouring the diesel right out onto the floor, and it will only produce petrol and plastic and send the petrol right where this is. After you make these, there's only like a couple of small things that you need to do. Number one, what I did for the energy, just with the material that I got from here, this is low, by the way. You need much more than this if you're gonna make 2 distillation towers. Yeah, like I'm basically using both the power of my ship and these, and it is still not enough. But you don't need it that much anyways. Like I'm a little bit overdoing it because I never want to come back here again. Anyways, that's the story for the next episode. I made 5 Lumimaxes, which give higher amounts of, let's say, electricity generation, and these are all Typhoons, the highest level of the air power generator. And this is still not enough, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 5 of those, and it's still not enough. And after you connect them, I always, in every single base, I make this triple battery build. Yeah, I just basically connect all of them to this. They feed each other, and on top of that, they feed my main power line, which powers all of my stations. And then I took this thing and gave it to Distillation Tower 1, Distillation Tower 2, my Fabricator, and this one. Basically, the only things that you need to bring up here will probably be these materials. Let me show you. Yeah, just one connector port and 3 alloy frames, so I can make this. Then bring that power line that I showed you from like downstairs from the ship, put it here, just destroy everything. Make the Lumimaxes and then connect the Lumimaxes and the Typhoons to your batteries. And after you have the batteries, just you can cut down the power from your ship. So this place is just, let's say, independent of your ship. So you don't use the, let's say, anything that is on your ship anymore. And after that, okay, this one is off too. After that, how are you gonna carry fuel out of here? It's actually a trick that I've been using since Lazarus. Whenever you have these, let's say, elevators, there's one very funny thing about this game that you can do with elevators. I even did the same thing. And if you remember, like in Lazarus Station, like the electricity comes from the top floor. So what I did there was another one of these. So I brought one, remember, one for petrol, one for diesel, and the way actually, let me show you this too. Like the way you connect these diesel ports to each other is I just do this. See? Like all of them gets like connected from there to this, this feeds this, this feeds this, this feeds this, this feeds this, and this goes out of the base. For the diesel, it's the same thing. And after you bring them here, I would suggest like, you're probably gonna make them here too, but try to make them somewhere around here. After you make the connections and you connect them, just get on this thing and pay attention here. Like, this can go down and up, but this button is what you're gonna use. So after you place those there, just press this down once. Bring one of the, let's say these lines with yourself. Just slap two of these. You can make like, if you don't know, you can make buildings on the walls in this game. And those are not the only buildings, by the way. Yeah, you can even do this. Yeah, my game was bugged at some point, if you have watched my series, and I climbed on top of a building just using recyclers. Yeah, I just made like a ba and went up the recycling machines as well with him. So, anyways, you connect one here, you connect one there, you can even go up, grab this other one like this, and let me show you like this. Okay, so you go down, you press this. You can connect this, for example, there, which is not needed, so I'm gonna connect it. Then you grab another one from it, and then you go down, but here is the tricky part. So, there's no more walls here. So what I would suggest, like there's these things, like these cross-like things, you can actually build on top of them. If you can time your button a little bit, yeah, you can place one here, and there should be another one here. Yeah, see? When you do this, you don't need to make those anymore. You just take it, and it will be more than in like 20 meters, and you can basically just connect them to the floor here. And after you connect them to the floor, you can just take them to your ship, and your ship will be filled with these diesel and all of this petrol. And if you want to know like how useful this is, like basically your ship goes like double its speed when you have diesel. Without diesel you will go maximum 29 kilometers per hour. But if you have the diesel you're gonna go 56 to 59. You can even go up to 64 kilometers per hour if you have enough diesel on you. And for petrol, I would suggest like whenever you're leaving this place, try to have 1.5 minimum petrol tanks full. Yeah, and why is that? With 1.5 or 2 full tanks of the petrol, you can burn enough petrol to produce all of the methane you need for sending the rocket to the outer space. So have a minimum of 2 of these on the ship. Yeah, and try to fill them up with the way that I showed you. And let me show it to you again in case you just tend to forget it. 1 secondo. Yeah, let's go uppity. And yes, so as I said, like diesel is mass produced, so these machines stop working. When you turn them off, if you have a pump here, this machine will no longer work unless you pour it on yourself or drink it. So if your diesel is connected to those things, just take out the diesel, so it starts working. Look, if I put the diesel there, dude, the machine stops working. If I take it out, it starts working again. So if you want to just have petrol and you don't need diesel, just take those things out. That will make your life much easier. And, well, that's it basically. And I hope you guys have fun with all the diesel that you have. And, well, there's a big map and there's a lot of diesel, so good luck exploring, I guess. And while we're here, it's not the time, but this is something that it would be probably very helpful to you if you know. Let me actually grab something from here. Okay, just make me enough for, yeah, place all of the parts for that. 1 second, 1 second. If you have problems, like this will happen to you a lot. If you have problems carrying, let's say, energy or power lines to a building or any kind of station, what you can do is this little trick. Yes, look. If the surface is even, you can place buildings wherever you want in this game, even on the walls. For example, here, I think you can place it there. It takes a little bit of time to find where you can do it and where you can't do it, actually. So, for example, like you can find places like this. I can just climb on top of them. On the station, I don't think there's like enough space, but basically there, the place that was down there, yeah, probably like, look. You can even make it probably up there too. Yeah, you can make it. Yeah, you just need to make one down here. And yeah, you can use this to climb up the buildings and so on. And for example, if you don't want to like take the, let's say, these lines from there, you can actually just go there and just build these things and climb on top of them. And go uppity until the top of the building. Okay, you can use the ladder, and even if these are like too big for you and they can't like make you climb, you can basically make all of these. And even with this one, like see, like the magical mystical thing about all of the structures in this game is that, 1 second, yeah, make one there, come on. Okay, I'm missing one alloy frame. But basically, if you have that, you can just jump on top of it and climb it. And you can climb until the top of this building with it. So, with that, you can climb up Lazarus without even, let's say, powering it up. And you can do a lot of things, but it bugs the game a little bit. Don't do it too much. Yeah, just don't do it. It takes a little bit of practice too. But once you do it, you will learn. Like, you can basically climb on top of this building without ever using this elevator or that ladder if you're like, if you want to have some fun. But anyways, hope this is helpful to you. And well, if you want to know how I did this, how I got here, I'm right now, by the way, max level. I cannot level up anymore, apparently. And well, I will later make a tips and trick video too, but there was a reason why I came here. If you want to know why I came here, watch the next episode. Probably, it's not out yet, but it will be in the same playlist. I will shoot triple babies out on the next episode. But anyways, hope this was helpful to you, and hope you have a lot of fun playing this game. I honestly have a lot of fun playing it too, and if you want to watch me destroy this game, watch my series. And as always, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section. I answer all of the questions. If it's nighttime, I hope you sleep like babies. And if it's daytime, I hope you have a fantastic day ahead of you. Love you. Bye. I'm gonna go ride the ship to the station now. Yay.